The White House, the most iconic building in the United States, stands not only as a symbol of democracy, but also as a residence with a chilling, paranormal history. Since its completion in 1800, the Executive Mansion has been the stage for critical decisions, historical milestones, and ghostly legends. From Abraham Lincoln's spectral appearances to unexplained noises and vanished staff, the stories that emanate from within its white walls continue to intrigue historians, staff members, presidents, and paranormal investigators alike. Despite its stature as the nerve center of the free world, the White House harbors a lesser-known reputation, one of the most haunted houses in America. 1. Abraham Lincoln, the most famous White House ghost. No ghost story related to the White House is more famous than that of Abraham Lincoln. The 16th president, who guided the nation through the Civil War and paid the ultimate price for his leadership, is said to roam the corridors and rooms of his former home. Sightings across generations. Grace Coolidge, wife of President Calvin Coolidge, 1923 to 1929, was the first lady to publicly claim seeing Lincoln's ghost. She described seeing him standing at a window in the Oval Office, gazing across the Potomac toward the battlefields of his era. Winston Churchill, during a 1940s visit, reportedly exited the Lincoln bedroom completely nude from a bath, only to see the ghost of Lincoln by the fireplace. Churchill calmly quipped, "Good evening, Mr. President. You seem to have me at a disadvantage," before retreating to another room. Queen Wilhelmina of the Netherlands during World War II stayed at the White House and awoke to knocking on her bedroom door. When she opened it, Lincoln stood there in full dress. She fainted. Even Eleanor Roosevelt, who did not believe in ghosts, admitted feeling a presence while working in the Lincoln bedroom. The sheer number of accounts across decades and diverse sources continues to fascinate believers and skeptics alike. 2. Ghosts of First Families Past. Andrew Jackson's Roar. The Rose Room, once used as Andrew Jackson's bedroom, is often cited as one of the most haunted rooms in the White House. Staff members have reported hearing Jackson's hearty laugh and guttural curses. Mary Todd Lincoln believed Jackson's ghost haunted her during her spiritualist séances. President Harry Truman, in a letter to his wife Bess in 1945, wrote, "I sit here in this old house and work on foreign affairs. The floors pop and the drapes move back and forth. I can just imagine old Andy Jackson walking through." Dolly Madison's Garden Guardian. Dolly Madison, wife of James Madison, may no longer reside in the White House, but she seems unwilling to abandon its grounds. During the Wilson administration, gardeners were ordered to dig up her rose garden. According to legend, her ghost appeared and firmly prevented them from continuing. As a result, the garden remained untouched. 3. Mysterious noises and unseen presences. Reports of unexplained sounds are common among White House staff and Secret Service agents. Truman, again, in another letter, once said he was awakened at 4 a.m. by knocks on the door, but found no one there. Staff have mentioned disembodied footsteps pacing the hallways, doors opening and closing without cause, and cold drafts in sealed rooms. In the second-floor yellow oval room, often used as a library or study, shadows and light anomalies have frequently been reported. Some claim these are simply quirks of an old structure. Others believe they point to lingering spirits with unfinished business, or a deep connection to the nation's history. 4. The Lincoln Bedroom, America's spiritual epicenter. More than just a place to sleep, the Lincoln Bedroom serves as the focal point of paranormal interest in the White House. Not originally Lincoln's sleeping quarters, he used it as an office. The room houses the very desk on which he signed the Emancipation Proclamation. Guests have reported feeling pressure on the bed, as if someone is lying next to them. The sudden smell of smoke, which Lincoln was known to enjoy in the form of cigars and pipe tobacco. Lights flickering and sudden temperature drops, even in the presence of White House electricians and engineers. 5.
The séances of Mary Todd Lincoln. Mary Todd Lincoln, devastated by the deaths of 3 of her 4 sons.
Mary Todd Lincoln, devastated
sought
by the deaths
solace
of three of
in
her four sons and
spiritualism,
eventually her
a
husband.
popular movement
Sought solace
in the
in
19th
spiritualism,
century.
a popular
She held
movement
multiple
in the
séances
19th
in the
century.
White House,
She held
often
multiple
in the Red
séances in the
Room,
White House,
attempting to communicate
often
with
in
her
the Red
son
Room,
Willie,
attempting
who
to
died
communicate with
in
her son Willie,
1862.
who died in
These séances
1862.
reportedly included
These
mediums from
séances
New York
reportedly
and even
included
attracted
mediums from New York
spiritualists from
and even
across the
attracted
Atlantic.
spiritualists
Some
from across the
historians
Atlantic.
speculate that her
Some
dabbling in the
historians speculate that her
supernatural
dabbling in
may
the
have
supernatural
opened
may
the
have
door
opened the door
to
otherworldly
otherworldly
activities that linger to this
that
day.
linger to this day.
6. Recent paranormal reports, 2000s to 2025. While the ghost stories of past presidents have become folklore, reports in recent years suggest that paranormal events continue in the modern era, albeit more discreetly. Presidential administrations and ghost encounters. George W. Bush's staff allegedly reported strange noises in the West Wing, especially late at night. Barack Obama's daughters, Sasha and Malia, once mentioned to a friend that weird noises kept them up on more than one occasion. Michelle Obama, during a podcast interview in 2020, hinted that the family had heard and felt things we couldn't explain. Secret Service agents across multiple administrations have remained tight-lipped, but retired members have spoken of alarms going off in empty rooms, shadowy figures on surveillance, and motion sensors triggered in locked corridors. A 2023 incident, the East Wing apparition. A widely discussed but unconfirmed incident in 2023 involved an East Wing security camera capturing what appeared to be a translucent figure walking past the art gallery during a routine patrol. The video, never officially released, was reportedly reviewed by the Secret Service, then locked away. Some insiders allege it was the clearest ghost sighting caught on film within the White House to date. 7. Paranormal investigators and the White House. Over the years, numerous ghost hunters and paranormal experts have expressed interest in investigating the White House. However, access is tightly controlled. Despite this, a few have been allowed to study non-invasive data such as temperature fluctuations, historical event timing, and staff testimonials. One noted investigator, Dr. Marla Bowden, commented in 2024, "The White House is a building alive with emotion. If any location can carry an emotional imprint into the afterlife, this would be the place." 8. Skeptics weigh in. Of course, not everyone is convinced. Many historians, scientists, and former presidents have dismissed ghost stories as exaggerations. Some suggest that creaky floorboards, faulty wiring, or drafty rooms explain much of the evidence. Others believe the weight of history makes people more suggestible in such a charged environment. Still, the consistency of stories across centuries, cultures, and administrations keeps the debate alive. 9. White House architecture and energy. A few paranormal researchers suggest that certain architectural features of the White House contribute to its hauntability. Stone construction, limestone, and other natural materials are believed by some to retain energy. Historical artifacts. Countless pieces of furniture, portraits, and personal items from presidents past are displayed throughout the residence. Emotional residue. Decisions of war, peace, love, and loss have all occurred here. Is it possible the emotional energy lingers? 10. Spiritual significance or political symbolism. Whether ghosts truly haunt the White House or not, their stories serve an important cultural role. Lincoln's ghost especially often appears during times of national crisis, perhaps as a symbol of guidance or unfinished ideals. Ghost stories personalize history, turning marble statues into relatable humans who once laughed, feared, and perhaps continue to. Conclusion: haunted or historic? The White House remains one of the most storied and possibly haunted homes in the world. From Lincoln's solemn silhouette to untraceable footsteps in the night, the legends have persisted through wars, political shifts, and technological revolutions. Is it truly haunted? That's up to each visitor, president, or staff member to decide. But one thing is certain, the White House isn't just a seat of power, it's a vessel of memories, mystery, and perhaps the occasional midnight knock that no one can explain.